What I'm about to say has a lot of Cindy in it, so I want to first just let you know. Yeah. So let me give you the paragraph of explanation. As metaphysical Christians, we believe that every single soul walking on the planet of the earth has within them the spark of the divinity. We are all children of God, and we use the word Christ to describe that perfect spark of divinity within each one. Now, that's our word. You can call it divinity, you can call it anything you want, higher self, universe, doesn't matter. This is what we're talking about. So the Christ within each heart can grow until it becomes fully realized on the earth plane, where we are in touch with our divinity and express our divinity in all that we do. That's our goal, right? As metaphysical Christians, we understand this, that one day we will be the love that we seek to be, and the ego self, which sometimes still comes grumpy out to the play, will pull back and it will not be that important any longer. So that's our goal, right? Okay, so we're going to set all that aside. Say, I understood all that. Good. All right. So here's the deal. As Cindy in the world, I noticed that people will say to me, "Oh, happy holidays." And I go, I step back. Happy holidays. What am I supposed to do with that? Happy holidays. Okay, happy holidays. All right. I mean, we don't go, "Oh, happy Memorial Day. Happy Labor Day. Happy holiday." Okay, all right. To me, it is okay if that's your belief system, but my belief system is I want to share my love of what this holiday is. And no matter where you stand on the belief system, it is Christmas. Christmas. Christmas is the day we get off. Christmas is the day that people tend to celebrate. It is Christmas. And I have a lot of clients, Buddhists, Muslims, they have Christmas trees. They celebrate Christmas. Not Christ coming to earth, but Christ, the love of God in everybody. They buy presents because it's the love of God in everybody. You guys hear? So when I say, if you tell me happy holidays, I'll go, "Oh, Merry Christmas." And when I say it that way, I am giving you my joy at being a child at Christmas. Merry Christmas. You feel it? It's something emanating from me to you. If I say to you, "Merry Christmas," I'm sharing with you my deep love of God and Christ, and you feel it from me. Our greetings are a giving. Our greetings are a giving of our heart. So it is real important for me. I know politically it became unfavorable, I don't know how long ago. But it's the holiday, guys. You can't stop it. So it's becoming more acceptable to say Merry Christmas again. Of course, some of us have to say it. We can't not say it. So the whole world is stopping on this one day because this one day brings a space where you are allowed to love. You're allowed to love. You're allowed to see the love in each other. You're allowed to give gifts to one another. And you're allowed to be present with the spark of divinity within you, no matter what your faith is. And if you are metaphysical Christian or Christian, and this is how we celebrate, we take it to the highest. We take this celebration to aligning our divinity with God, with perfectness of the Christ, with the perfectness within us, and to see and seek to see the spiritual truth of life. That is what we choose or seek to do on Christmas. Got it? How easy was that? Okay, so Spirit wanted me to tell you this. Jesus' message that he told us before he left was, "Love one another as I've loved you." So how did Jesus love? I mean, he not only provided for his disciples, but he loved by healing the people. He loved by teaching. He loved by elevating. He loved by inspiring. Jesus loved the people in spite of what he saw in the people, or maybe because of what he saw in the people. I've always said We could take any high rise in Atlanta, New York, any city, it doesn't matter. Take a high rise, take another place where people work. And if we pulled every single person out of those spaces and we looked at their life today, the people they love, their past lives, if we looked at their journeys, what they've gone through, where they're going, what they're doing, you know what we would do? We would love them. We would love each and every one of them. We would say, oh my God, that's so hard. We'd have such mercy and compassion for the difficulties. Oh man, I wouldn't create that for you. Oh, that you're hang in there, you can do it. We would become their champion. And if we saw their victories and what they celebrated and what they accomplished, we'd be, that's so great, good for you. We would celebrate their accomplishments. But we would love them because we would be able to see the pattern of truth that they were living in. Do you guys understand? When we can really see with the eyes of spirit and see beyond what is demonstrated right now in our lives, we see the truth that we are all really that divine spark. Because it's so easy for us to believe, well, that person's not. You know? And you know, I know my ego is pretty powerful too. Over the years, and 35 years with this one, and I was young at one time and a whippersnapper, and I remember saying, God, he is yours, and you better do something with him because I can't handle this anymore. You know? I couldn't see beyond what the moment was giving me. I couldn't see the vast energy that he was bringing to my life, to the church, to what he was doing. He was having a moment, and I was smacking him down. We still do that. But we have to pull back and realize that soul that is with us, that soul that's in our encounter, that soul that we've come upon is there by divine right for some reason. And they are more than what I can see. They're more than the annoyance. They're more than the difficulty. They are greater. And we have crafted this moment to have this experience. And how long did it take us to craft this moment? To have this experience. So we could grow. Am I preaching to the choir? You see how important it is to see the bigger in everybody? Christ, love unites us. Christmas, love unites us. Love one another as I have loved you. Jesus did not pick on anyone and say you shoulda, coulda, woulda. You should have done it different. Shame on you. Here's your penance. He said, God loves you. Wake up. That's all. Wake up to who you are. You are, know ye not ye are gods. That's what he said to the people. And that's in your King James Version. Know ye not ye are gods? The Spirit of God is in your heart. So you've understood everything I said, right? And what about when it comes to us? I had a very, very dear friend. I mean a dear and close friend. We spoke every day I met her when David was born. And we spoke every day for 15 years, every day. Loved her dearly. One day she called and said, I can't be your friend anymore. Like, oh my God, out of the blue. And I said, this is just backstory. I said, why? And she said, because I want to be happy. And I did not realize how much her husband didn't like me. But he did not like me. And I knew he didn't like me, but I didn't know he didn't like me that much. But it was causing a problem in their marriage. And so I didn't see her for a while. And, loose contact every now and then, but it went from daily to nothing. But she was trying to preserve her marriage, right? So she died. She was 11 years older than I was. She died, and it was probably a week, maybe a few months after she died. I was doing my morning walk, which we do, and I stand and pray at my little fairy garden, stand and pray. I was praying, and there she was, right there. And she was aggravated with me, and she said to me, why didn't you tell me who you are? And I immediately said, I don't know who I am. And I started crying. I don't know who I am. And then she left. Well, she was aggravated with me, so that means I'm probably not a saint, right? You don't yell at saints. Yeah. Maybe I'm a big mouth troublemaker with saint on the edge. I don't know. But it made me realize how spontaneous and instant that comment was back to her. I don't know who I am. Of course I would have told you. I tell you everything else. Why wouldn't I tell you that? You know, we were as close as friends can be with sharing details of our lives. Of course I would have told you. I don't know who I am. And that's been several years. But it still bothers me that it came so fast. And it still concerns me that I really don't know who I am. You know, maybe I do have a whole history of crazy stuff. Maybe I've done some funny things. I don't know. But when we look at, and you guys see who I give today, you see who I give today and who I am today. But when I look at me, I think it's the same way as you look at you. You look at today in the moment. Am I good? Am I not? Does somebody love me? Do they not? If I'm hurting, can I get love on the phone? Can I phone a friend and get some love? How am I doing? Am I progressing enough? Are the bills paid? Do I have what I need? We look at that tiny, tiny little circle of who we are without looking at, dang, who are we? Who are we really? And I know that it serves us to have this myopic view because it lets us reassess the world we've created in a new way. I can try things new without accessing all the vast knowledge that I have of when I messed up before. But I can follow God and follow my instinct. There's value to that in this world. But there's so much value to knowing you are a child of God and you've been doing this for a very long time. And what you are learning today is going to help your soul shine brighter. But if we make the lessons more important, the lessons and the limitations more important than the soul, we become the small. Does that make sense? Christmas, celebrating the Christ in you, celebrating the Christ in all, celebrating that spark of divinity in all. We are children of God. What if everybody on the planet knew they were a child of God this Christmas? Holy mackerel. Could we elevate the vibration of this earth? Like, high five, child of God, high five, child of God. Oh, yeah, you're doing a whooping lesson there. Good for you. You got it. Need some help? Let me know. Hi, child. Yeah, we would be high-fiving. We'd be happy. We'd be celebrating because we are the divinity, having this beautiful journey, but not forgetting we are the divinity. Not forgetting. I would hope that if any of my other folks that crossed over come back and are kind of upset with me and say, who do you think you are? No, who are you? Why don't you tell me who you are? I would hope that I would say, I am Cindy, Christ of God, doing the dang best I can to be the light. I would hope I would say that. And I would hope that you could see that in you. You are you, doing the best you can to shine your light through the beautiful pattern you created. And all of us, I can look around and I know a lot of y'all's stories, not everybody's, how you came in, what you dealt with. That took some master crafting to create that intricate an environment, you know? It wasn't just mom and pop and life is good. It was master crafting. So we know that you are the master to create that. And we know that you are the master here seeking to find the expression of your highest. Can we own that? Can we own that? How did Jesus love? Jesus loved beautifully. We see when he spoke to his disciples, he was always kind. You know, remember Nathaniel? Yeah, I saw you in my mind's eye under the tree. Nathaniel freaks out. What do you mean you saw me under the tree? Nobody can see me when they're not there? It's like, be calm, Nathaniel. Of course he could see. He had vision. He spoke to Peter. Said to Peter, Peter, you're doing great. Peter, get thee behind me, Satan. You're trying to get me off my path. I mean, he was straight up honest. Why are you sleeping? I need your help. he spoke to all of them. The only one we really don't see a lot of interaction with is Judas. Remember when Judas was always trying to get something riled up? And Peter would always say to Judas, Judas, you need to calm down. And Peter represents faith and Judas represents ego. So faith would talk to the ego and say, let's do what the master said. Let's not withhold some money just because you think we should, because the master said, give the money. Remember the story? Let's not withhold that money. Faith talks to the ego. And it wasn't until the Last Supper when Jesus said to Judas directly, do what you're going to do quickly. And this has to be done, but woe to him who betrays his master. And that was it. That was it. And Jesus loved Judas. White Eagle tells us that he took the karma of Judas and remitted it. That he did not judge Judas for what he did. It was totally remitted because it was held in love. The Christ demonstrated love to each one, no matter where they were in their journey. Complete accepting. Can we demonstrate love to ourselves, no matter where we are in our journey? Because if we can't, we cannot offer it to someone else. If I cannot love Cindy, rebel rouser, troublemaker, or saint, either one, if I cannot love this, how can I love Patrick? How can I love, you know what I'm saying. Christmas unites us. When we are loving, we are connected and we become one. When you are shopping and you say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, say whatever you're guided to say. But if you say Merry Christmas, it's you're giving your light and people are receiving your light and there's this upliftment of joy. Love shared unites us. And if I share my love, I'm encouraging them to share their love with somebody else, not necessarily me. Just whatever. And as we share our love, it gets stronger. The energy of the Christmas angels gets stronger. Who is real, guys? The Christmas angels are real. See, I know that. They're real. You can feel them. There is literally, and I wish I could have gotten more details on it, but I didn't. There's literally something that occurs around Christmas in the atmosphere around Earth and our solar system, that a portal opens. Science. You can Google it. And it's there for a couple of weeks. And I went, oh my God, that's of course the Christmas angels. Look at they're doing all this crazy stuff up there. Science. Our spiritual reality is more real than this here. Finding the capacity to love self is the gift that Jesus brought. He said, I know who I am. He was born and he knew who he was. He walked and he knew who he was. He talked to people and he knew who he was. I know who I am. I know who you are too, he said. You are God's. Take a chance and start trying to know who you are. Try to know what motivates you. All right. Spirit said this. Love sees beyond the current condition and invites all to join it. And sometimes there are no words. Love sees beyond the current condition and invites all to join it. And sometimes there are no words, just silence. Well, let's anchor this. Just put your feet on the floor. Let's take a breath. Father, Mother God, I ask you bless each and every one that is here and that hears my voice. And I ask that your love, that beautiful love, just engulf us. And I would invite you now to just imagine a beautiful light over you. Feel the love of God surrounding you. And almost as if you can feel a flow of energy coming into you. Feel it coming in through the crown, the top of your head, coming down, filling your heart to overflowing, and then moving all the way down to your feet. the truth of you, the truth I am spirit. I am spirit. And just imagine that you can be lifted up now, lifting up into a beautiful space where there's just sparkling light and you feel free, peace. A space that is above the patterns of your current now, into the truth of you. And just feel love beginning to flow from your heart. The truth of me is love. And as it flows, feel your body letting go. Feel the great peace. Become aware that that love you feel goes out and feeds and overflows your world. Feel that love flowing. And just feel the presence of Jesus Christ as he steps forward now. Take his hand. Feel his love. Look him in the eyes and just say, I am. I am. I claim my divinity. And you can thank him for bringing the gift of awareness, for opening the energy for us, for allowing the connection with our Creator to be so easy. We thank you for the gift. And we walk in the light with you. Feel all of the energy just growing around you, getting stronger and brighter. See it going out to your family, your friends. Specifically see it moving to your home, your work. I give myself permission to be the light I am and to love all. Gently breathe and allow that beautiful energy to bring you back down the column, back from that beautiful space. And you can visit there anytime you want. But for now, come back down. And as your awareness comes back into your body, send the bright light through the cells of your vehicle, the body, the details of all that you are. I love this body. I love my life. And Father, Mother God, I thank you. I thank you that I am. Let your love flow into the room, and when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. I hope you could feel yourself. So I would invite you to be aware of this, perhaps some homework. As we are navigating our celebration of the holiday, and holiday actually means holy day, by the way, that's where it came from. Christmas, as we're celebrating and working with people, allow your vision, when people look at you as limited or as just you, just in your mind, say, nope, I'm more than that. Or you can literally say, I'm more than that. I'm bigger than you think. And when you're looking at someone with limitation, go, they're bigger than this. They're more than this. I'm just going to love them now. Because they're in their pattern that they needed for their lives. Can we do it? Yes. Yay, God.